Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of the Joel and Jameson Show. My name is Jameson Melby with RE/MAX Results.
And I'm Joel Gray with Citizens One. This portion of our show here, we are going to do a little bit different. I'm going to let Jameson kind of do most of the talking here today. I'm going to ask him some questions, and it's really pertaining to investments.
Yeah.
Right? The investment side of the industry. So we're going to get right into this here, Jameson.
Yeah.
So first question I have is, what type of real estate investments are out there?
Okay, so during the recession is when I really cut my teeth with these investors. We did a ton of flips, buying flips, things like that. I always defaulted towards the landlord side of the business.
Yep.
I have a duplex. My investment strategy is to buy many multifamily buildings, duplexes, triplexes, fourplexes, things like that. So I tend to feel that is a better investment strategy. Now, the thing about flipping and the allure to it is that it's right now money.
Exactly.
You buy a house now, it takes you a month or two to fix that up. You sell it, you put that money right in your bank account. I understand. The thing with being a landlord that I like is that you get to buy a property that cash flows monthly if you do it right, and then other people are paying this property off for you over the next 20 or 30 years.
Pretty nice.
And it is, and those flips, people are getting tremendous deals on them. They're making a spread. I've converted a lot of clients from flipping to holding those properties for the long term because they realize that, they're trading long-term wealth for short-term income. And I would rather keep that property for the long term. So like I said, if you have 10 or 20 rental properties that you're cash flowing monthly, so you're going to make some money, $300, $500, $800 per month per property, that's a pretty good return in itself.
Absolutely.
When you go to retire, we have no idea if Social Security is going to be available for us. So wouldn't you like to have 20 properties, let's say, paid for free and clear, that other people paid for, you had to manage along the way, which is fine, because you have a tremendous long-term gain. So like I said, I can represent somebody on a flip, on an investment purchase. We can analyze the investment property, look at the cap rate, see for how much money you have down, what's your return on that money. Being a landlord is a fabulous deal. I love it.
And so what do you think is better, the flip or the holding as a rental?
Holding as a rental. Now, the other thing too is you can buy land. You can buy raw land. If you see a good deal, you can buy that property and hold it. If you think that, down the road there's going to be commercial development happening. Again, there's many investment strategies in real estate. That one requires zero maintenance.
Correct.
You pay the taxes, you pay the mortgage if you have one. It's very easy. In that case, there's tons of ways to make money in real estate. Again, I believe holding rentals is the best. But hey, I've seen people flip 5, 10, 20 houses a year. Tremendous income they're making. So I can't knock that either.
So what type of loans are available for investors? Well, I'm going to actually step
you're the loan officer. Why don't you answer that one?
So, typically your conventional loans, right, that allows you to buy investment properties. And then, an FHA loan, that's for primary purchases only. So that one's kind of out, VA, primary only. So really, portfolio loans is probably your next option. And check with your local lender or give me a call to find out, what portfolio options you have, because each lender is a little bit different in regards to that. So those are kind of your main two that allow you to purchase investment properties. And then, you can get into how much you're putting down and whatnot with the transaction person as well.
Well, and like I said, too, representing a lot of flippers and landlords, there also is private money where there's people out there in the Twin Cities that are itching to loan their money to people flipping houses, holding for rentals, because they're making a return on the interest. And you don't have as many, really no regulations with private money. I mean, they're going to have an attorney draw like a very simple mortgage, a very easy deal. Typically, they are going to want a higher interest rate than you would get at a bank, but you're trading flexibility.
More risk, right? Because you're not living in the house.
Exactly.
And that's why.
And they're getting a good deal, so that's an option. And then, we talked off camera earlier about the FHA 203K. Now, if you're a flipper, you can't use that loan product. But what if your strategy is buying a primary residence that it needs a lot of work? You're going to stay there for a few years. That's also a good option. Again, the bank isn't so big on that if you're using the same bank and you keep going through this process. They might want more money, down at some point, but there are other options there. Yeah, so I mean,
Absolutely.
talk to us. We can tell you what option is best for you.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
Is there any tax benefits of owning rental properties?
There are. Yeah.
All right, tell us about those.
So disclaimer, we're not CPAs.
No.
So we cannot give you tax advice. Now,
Although I do have an accounting background.
oh, do you?
Yeah.
I'm learning something new. So that said, the beautiful thing again about owning rental properties, flipping properties, is that you're going to need tools, okay, to work on these properties. That you can keep those receipts. Those are things you need for maintaining the rental property that you also get to use at home,
Yeah.
right? I had an investment class where he was talking about, you might need a four-wheeler with a plow to plow your rental properties. They can't tell you cannot use that four-wheeler ice fishing
Correct.
because you're buying it for this purpose. You might need a trailer to haul your lawnmowers
Yep.
to mow your rental properties. You see where I'm going with this? There's a lot of tax benefits to being a landlord, flipping houses, and like I said, I'm going to default you to your CPA.
Yeah.
They can go through exactly what deductions you are allowed to take. The interest deduction, there's certain things there. So it's a really good deal. I don't see a better way to invest money than real estate. Politicians invest in real estate. They write the laws. The laws are always going to be favorable for people that own real estate. It's something I never thought of until I was in an investment class. It's like,
Things you know,
Makes
you
sense,
learn, right?
makes
You learn
sense.
stuff every day, which is excellent.
yeah. So this show we wanted to keep short, get some good information to you on investment properties, on flipping, on holding, for the long term. So if you want more in-depth discussions about this, you can meet with us. We can talk about, Joel can talk to you about the loan options you have. I can talk to you about, like I said, analyzing the properties, what makes sense, things like that. You have anything else to add?
No, yeah. Stay tuned for new topics here coming up in a few weeks. And really appreciate you tuning in. Again, as always, like, comment, share. Tell us what you think. And excellent show.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll see you next week.
Take care.